to the National Simulation Racing League post-race report. I'm your host, Gweedo Ecclestone, and we'll be going over tonight the race results from Wednesday night's Daytona simulation at Pete and Shorty's. And so let's go to the scoreboard. And first we'll start with the 12th place finisher, Hot Rodney. He's a newcomer, and we ran a 55.95. He was having a hard time keeping the car stable, just kind of seesawing in the corners, which is typical for beginners, you know, with simulation. It takes a while to get the hang of the control or steering. So he started 9th, finished 12th, and then next was Pac-Man out of St. Pete, Team Pete and Shorty's. He ran a 55.44, and he finished 11th, started 8th, and was also knocked out in the first round. And then 10th place driver was Wreck-N Rich, who qualified great. He qualified on the podium, 3rd, and with a 49 second lap, and then had some trouble in the race. His best lap was a 54.09. He finished 10th, started 3rd. And then next was 9th place for Josh James, who's our series champion from last year, who has unfortunately been unable to attend and had to have a substitute driver who isn't as good as him. So he ended up finishing 9th with the best lap of 52.96, and he'll be looking to come back strong at Sebring. And then our 8th place finisher was Beat 'em Brandy, which, by the way, is the first female live in-person simulation driver. And she finished 8th with a 52.32. She started 6th, and she didn't do too bad. She hit the wall a few times, really slowed her down. And then, so we have our 7th place finisher, which was Radical Rod. It's good to see him back. He got under 50 seconds with a 49.02 for 7th place. Started 11th. So it was a good points day for him. And then our 6th place driver would be AJ, and he's new to the league. He ran a 50.35, and he won a heat race and was knocked out in the second round. Our 5th place driver is Johnny Dangerous, Team ABC Supply, ran a 49.49, finished 5th, started 4th. Did pretty much what he would expect him to do. Good points day. And so then we have in 4th place Justin Sampson, who is the younger brother to our champion, Josh James, and did well, finished 4th. Ran a good, respectable 47.77, and picked up some good points there. Started 10th, had a bad qualifying effort, and then finished 2nd. Finished 4th. So that was a good run for them and his team, Team Snap-on. And then we have, then we have our 3rd place podium finisher, Lightning McRoberts, who came out of nowhere all of a sudden and ran some great laps at Daytona and ended up finishing on the podium. He'd been absent for a while from the league, but happened to make it to this race, which we were happy to have him. And you can see a picture of Lightning McRoberts on our Twitter page at Nsrl Racing. Again, that's at Nsrl Racing. You can catch a picture of Lightning McRoberts. Okay, and our second place finisher was last year's runner-up to the championship, Logan Martin, and he happened to set a record Wednesday with a 46.91, which happens to be the fastest lap time around Daytona during an official live league event. So, finished second, started first on the pole, had a great pole run, so he picks up a lot of points and may even have the points lead right now. I don't know, you'll have to check out our season standing video on YouTube also. But they both, him and Alec Diab, finished with 60 points from the race, so I think they're real close in qualifying also. So again, Logan Martin with a 46.91, started first, finishes second, and we'll get to his race just here in a second. But last but not least, the winner of 2014 Nsrl Daytona race is Alec Diab with a lap of 47.06, which you can see was real close, and we were just a few hundred seconds apart. So, number one, we finished first, had a great run. So now we're going to watch the final heat race between